between Besiktas and Pinar Karsiyaka. And as you can see, the Besiktas fans are getting into this one. You might want to turn away, folks. These two teams have just met each other a couple of times in the past several days, and here they are getting ready to do it all over again. Of course, last week it was Pinar Karsiyaka winning the opening leg by 5 points. More on that in a minute. Here you see in the second legs already, Banvit winning over EV Baskets to advance. Dinamo Sasri, of course, winning both of their games against Le Mans, so they advance, and Asvel as well. They have progressed. So these are the games, the rest of the games in the round, including Beşiktaş tonight, Sidigas Avellino against Umanarai Venezia, Monaco at home to Ike, and Iberostar Tenerife taking on PAOK. That'll be a good one. Tenerife trailing in that one by 3 points. Well, this season is interesting when you look at Karşıyaka and Beşiktaş, how they've played. They played a couple of times first down in Izmir, in south here of Istanbul, and Pinar Karsiyaka won both of those games by 5, including in the Basketball Champions League. And without question, Mike Green, number 10, how good was he last week at point guard? He was unbelievable. And Panitka, number 20, the Poland international, fantastic. Dwan Summers raised his game over the weekend when these two teams met in the Turkish league, and that was a game that Beşiktaş finally won. They won that one by 5 points. So every game that these two teams have played this season, the 3 games have been decided by 5 points. Now, what we do know is that that will not be the case today because somebody has to advance. So they have to win by 6 at least, Beşiktaş, if they're going to be the team to go through. What a great team they've got. Earl Clark, number 6. Vladimir Stimac was terrific last week. He's been great all season. Number 15, Michael Roll, DJ Strawberry, Kyle Weems. Ufuk Zurica has a terrific team. Michael Thompson there. I really, really like both of these teams. I like the energy at both of these clubs, the fans. Turkish basketball, obviously, is huge. It's grown over the years. It's a country that's hosted a European Championship, a Eurobasket back in 2001. Turkey hosted the 2010 FIBA Basketball World Cup, and Turkey actually got to the final, losing to the USA. And Turkey is going to be one of the host nations later this year for the FIBA Eurobasket 2017. Of course, the group phase and the finals will be in Turkey, in Istanbul, in this very city, this incredible city, a magical place. I said it once before, and I'll say it again, the city where East meets West. There is no place in the world like Istanbul, and if you haven't been here, you need to make sure you get over here and take in the sights. Well, this is one of the main attractions tonight, certainly in the Basketball Champions League. We expect both of these teams to let it all hang out tonight. They are going to really go after each other, and as you look at the players, you can sense the tension. You can see it in their faces. Look at that, Brent Petway over there with the red headband. You know, every player in that Pinar Karsiyaka team and every player in that Beşiktaş team, they know what's at stake tonight. They are trying to get to the quarterfinals of the Basketball Champions League in the inaugural year for this competition. Mohamed Baygul coming out, Guvan, the youngster, there's Green. What about Jacobin Brown? He was a little bit out of sorts the other night. He would like to get back to his best tonight. Josh Owens, he was really a force down low for Pinar Karsiyaka. There's Dwan Summers, and big things expected from him tonight on the road. They need the veterans to step up. And it's not like they haven't played here before. They played here over the weekend. They know exactly what this arena is like. They know what the fans are going to be like. And they want to set the record straight. They lost to this Beşiktaş team by 5 points over the weekend. And the Beşiktaş team is probably saying right now, you know what, there's more where that came from. And they are going to be confident playing in front of their home crowd. It's going to be an exciting, exciting game. And as you look at the players coming out here, Earl Clark, has a high pedigree. Vladimir Stimac as well. What a terrific season he's had coming off his Olympic campaign with Serbia. Here he is, being bounced around like a pinball. Vladimir Stimac was once a player. Well, let's just say he made it to the gold medal game at the Olympics, and that's quite an accomplishment for anybody in their careers. There's a lot of guys that would just like to play for their national teams, never mind play at an Olympic game. So there's Sarica, the coach. He'll also be coaching Turkey's national team. He was recently confirmed as the head coach. He shakes hands with Nenan Markovic, and they're having a laugh. They're like, here we are again. Let's do it. Both those guys play for their national teams. Nenan Markovic for Bosnia and Herzegovina. And great players, good refereeing crew tonight as well. So we're all set for what promises to be a fantastic game. Again, Neptunus Klaipėda at home to MHP Rees in Ludwigsburg tonight. That'll be starting soon. Monaco going up against Ike. Iberostar Tenerife at home to PAOK. And Citygas Avellino will be at home to Monterrey Venezia in the second leg of that Italian derby. So this is the Turkish derby. Of course, Banvit, another Turkish team, have already won and progressed to the quarters. Vicente Bulto from Spain, Tomas Jasovicius from Lithuania, and Eddie Viator from France are the referees for tonight's game. With so many highs and so many lows for these teams, Mike Green will be starting at point. No surprise there. Brown, Panitka, Owens, and Summers. Green's averaging more than 22 points a game, more than 23 points a game, in fact, against this Besiktas outfit the last couple of games. So you know he's going to come out breathing fire tonight. He's got the confidence. And Nenan Markovic, well, he's got his game face. It must be really difficult for someone like Markovic not to be able to play in a game like this, because he played in so many big games in his career. But he clearly enjoys the challenge from the bench. Now, Earl Clark, Stimac, Michael Thompson, Michael Roll, and DJ Strawberry will be in the starting five tonight for Besiktas. Michael Roll, if you're watching from America, well, played at UCLA, quite a player. DJ Strawberry, you'll recognize that name, the son of Darryl Strawberry, the great baseball player from the Mets. There's the Besiktas coach that we've already talked about tonight, and believe it or not, he used to coach the team that he's coaching against tonight, Pinar Karsiyaka, for 4 years. And he's come north to Istanbul to continue his coaching career. That's what it's all about, folks. It's about the fans, and it's about the players connecting with the fans. We've seen it, especially in Turkey, how after games the players go up and they sing songs with the fans. It's really an exciting environment to be a part of, and it's something that they all take on board when they're looking for places to play and they're weighing up contract offers. They want to play in arenas that have a lot of fans, and you know you're going to get it in Turkey. Well, Besiktas really made a lot of headlines at the start of the season. They reeled off one win after another And in fact, they did not lose a game until game day 7 in the regular season in Germany at MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. And they nevertheless bounced back, and they went on to win 12 of their 14 games and to finish first in their group. So they went straight to the round of 16, whereas Pinar Karsiyaka, they had to overcome Fraport Skyliners in a playoff qualifier. They lost the first game by 10, but then they bounced back and won the second one by 20. And now they have a 5-point lead on aggregate in this one. Well, good evening, folks. Welcome to Istanbul. It's Besiktas and Pinar Karsiyaka going at it. Remember, the team in red and green, Pinar Karsiyaka, won the first leg by 5. So Besiktas need to win this one by 6. If they win it by 4, it's not enough. It'll be Pinar Karsiyaka that move on into that next round, the quarterfinals of the Basketball Champions League. And Vladimir Stimac is already being active inside. These two teams have played a couple of times the past several days in the Basketball Champions League 1 week ago, and also over the weekend. They played here in Istanbul, and Besiktas won that one. Both games decided by 5 points. And Michael Roll fumbles it, gets it back, quick pass to Stimac, who puts it up and draws the foul from Jacob Brown. So Brown picks up the first one. And Stimac is, I'm not sure he gets enough credit for being as good as he is, but I'll tell you one thing, folks. You're not going to be in that Serbia national team if you can't play basketball. He is a very good player, understated, and you see the aggregate score there beneath the game score. He only makes 1 of 2. So keep your eye on that aggregate score as we go along. Michael Roll putting some pressure as they try to bring it up the floor. So Mike Green calls the play, and Besiktas really trying to take Pinar Karsiyaka out of their comfort zone here. Owens hands it off. Now to Green. Green drifts in and puts it up and in. Boy, he is quality, isn't it? He is quality. Didn't force it. Took what the defense gave him. Now Strawberry drives in, misses. Michael Thompson gets it back, puts it up, and he misses, and Dewan Summers flies in for the rebound. Now Green again, out to Summers for 3, off the front of the rim, and Owens gets the rebound. Now Green, Jacob and Brown, feed set, and Earl Clark grabs the board. Expect this rowdy atmosphere from start to finish, and Stimac gets inside and dunks it. Great find. Stimac didn't really get it going last week until the third quarter. He really turned it up a notch, but tonight they are going to him right from the start. And it's no wonder. Now the pass. Oh, and Owens goes up for the authoritative response. Gosh, Josh, and takes it up to a 6-point lead on aggregate. Clark now backs up Summers, now puts up a fadeaway, and here comes Mike Green. Now Panitka, bounce pass, and Owens was going in again for the dunk. And good things happen when you attack the rim. He draws the foul from Earl Clark. This was Stimac at the other end, and this was Owens with the quick response. So Owens is deciding he's going to move into the spotlight. Well, he played a terrific game, and in fact, they've called an unsportsmanlike foul. So it's going to be 2 shots and the ball. And a technical foul as well has been called. So this is a huge opportunity for Pinar Karsiyaka to come down and get a 5-point trip down the floor, possibly even 6 if they hit a 3-pointer. Green, Panitka. Now Green over to Panitka. He goes baseline, spins, puts it up. Roll. Michael Thompson from the arc. It's good. And they get it right back. Back to a 1-point game. And a foul called by the French referee. Just reading the official stats, my official stats, the initial foul was on Clark, but then there was another foul called, I think it was it had to be the technical foul on DJ Strawberry, because they kept possession. It wasn't registered as that. Anyway, you see the score. Owens dumps it, and Panitka, who did miss a trick last week, is slow getting it going tonight. Thompson inside, and he was short. Not sure if he was trying to pass that to Stimats. But Mike Green has it back. Green trying to take some of the steam out of the game. He gets it to Owens, and he goes up for the two-handed jam. Well, he is just going to town inside. Well, what a start for Josh Owens. 2 dunks. He's tried to get another dunk. Ended up getting the 2 free throws. Well, Thompson hands it off to Stimats, and Stimats draws the foul on Owens. Owens wasn't with this Pinar Karsiyaka team from the very beginning of the season. So you have to, nor was Green, in fact. You have to give these guys some time. Look at him there, though. He looks like he's been around for a while, looking very comfortable. Flying in there for the big jam, and now Stimats misses another free throw. He makes 1 of 2. So Owens has the 6 points. Stimats has 4 points. Owens also has the 4 rebounds. So he's off to a great start tonight. Jacob Brown for 3, misses. Oh, the follow-up from DeJuan Summers. Nobody was underneath the basket for Besiktas. And now Brown commits the foul on the perimeter. He's just having a hard time getting it going in this basketball tie at both the first leg and the second. There he was trying to go through the screen, but look at this. Boy, Summers went up with what can only be described as a vengeful dunk. That was hammer time. Mohamed Baigul has come into the game. Now Earl Clark hits the three. Karşıyaka trying to spread it out. Panitka for three. Good. Answers immediately. Back to a 9-point lead on aggregate. Stimac turns, puts it up, and can't get it to fall, but at least he has a couple of free throws coming. So Summers picks up his first foul. Kyle Weems in the game, famously hit the game-winning three-pointer at the buzzer at Dinamo Sassari earlier this year. First free throw is good. No panic. Obviously, it's a long game. And what you have to remember, the last game was effectively the first half of this tie. Stimac makes both. So this is the second half, and we're in the first quarter of this second game. So a long way to go. But already it's 14-12 in this game, so the points are being poured in. Green hands it to Panitka. Oh, did you see that? A reverse two-handed dunk. Has he got some hops? Good strong move from DJ Strawberry. Well, that Panitka jam is going to be, look at this. I mean, he did that like it was a layup. No challenge. Oh, what it would be like to be able to get up off the ground like that. And now DJ Strawberry misses from the line. The second one is good from Strawberry. Now some full court pressure on Green. Baigul. Green, and Green sinks the little mid-range jump shot. And Pinar Karsiyaka looking pretty comfortable right now. Long jump shot from Strawberry, the three-pointer. And now the full court pressure and the foul called on Thompson. Boy, it has been an electric start to this second leg. And in all honesty, I would not have expected anything else. Terrific, terrific start. Now good defense from behind by Weems. Knocks it into the hands of Strawberry. Strawberry goes up. Earl Clark comes in from behind to get the offensive rebound, but he is called for coming over the back. Well, that is a big, big call because it's a potential 4-point swing here. Look at this. Strawberry thinks he's going to go in for the layup. Baigul does a good job of standing in front of him. And that is looks like a tough call on Earl Clark as he comes in there. So instead of going in for a layup or a follow-up, a putback, Besiktas now are standing at this end watching Panitka take free throws. Now these things even out over the course of the game without question. So Panitka takes advantage, makes the first. And he makes both. So 20-16 now. Thompson. Earl Clark wants it. Thompson is going to go to work, but he fumbles it into the hands of Clark. And Stimac there for the rebound and just puts it up. Now Baigul takes the bump. Stimac's got a hand on it. Denied the pass. Mohamed Baigul. Remember, he's in the game with Jacob and Brown having another slow start. And 5-second call. You can see Green frustrated, not able to inbound the ball. So the turnover gives it over to Keenan Sipahi, the youngster who's in the game, for Michael Thompson, bringing the ball up the floor. Owens may have got away with a push on Stimac, and now Strawberry flies in. Foul called on Mohamed Baigul. Boy, there's a certain physicality to this game. It's just starting to really heat up. And the referees perhaps know what's going on over here in the crowd. Hopefully that's going to be resolved. I think complaints here by Coach Markovic that some missiles being thrown down on the court. See the Pinar Karsiyaka players getting up off the seats. Hopefully that'll be resolved quickly. So Paul's right now is referees try to get to grips. That was one of Mike Green's early, one of his early attempts. I think it was his first attempt. And then Stimac, of course, went down low and got the jam. But then we saw Josh Owens start to really get it going with this one. Helps the Turkish derby. You know, emotions running high, especially with the stakes as high as they are. Interestingly, neither of these teams won the Turkish Cup. Played a couple weekends ago. In fact, it was another team in the Basketball Champions League, Banvit, who won their game last night against EV Baskets Oldenburg, who won the Turkish Cup. So you've got some awfully good basketball teams in Turkey. And it's just, you can't take a night off, clearly, in the domestic league. And when you get together in the European competitions, it's also a lot of fun. So just as a reminder, if you're watching this, slight delay here is I think referees are trying to address disturbance in the crowd, and that's why we're looking at the highlights. So I think we're about ready to go here, hopefully. I mean, you want to have fun at the ball game, no doubt about it, but you got to keep things into perspective. So we're hoping that this will be a situation that calms down so play can resume. So Panitka right now, the leading scorer for Pinar Karsiyaka, has the 7 points. Stimac has got the 8 points. And this is giving the chance to the players from both teams to kind of talk about how they want to approach things. But while we have a moment, we'll go back and just remember when these teams met in the Basketball Champions League 1 week ago, and Pinar Karsiyaka won that game 75-70. See the referees just having to be patient here as they sort this issue out with the crowd. In that game, Vladimir Stimac had 20 points, 13 rebounds. Mike Green had 25 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. And those were 2 of the players that were fantastic. Leading the protagonist, Panitka, also was terrific for Pinar Karsiyaka. He had 22 points, 4 rebounds. And also for Beşiktaş, you had Earl Clark and DJ Strawberry with 14 and 12 points respectively. They both reached double digits. Beşiktaş did actually take that lead in the second half, but Pinar Karsiyaka came good in the fourth quarter and outscored them 18-12 in the fourth quarter. And they ended up taking a 5-point win to carry the 5-point advantage here into this second leg. So still waiting for this disturbance to be sorted out, and we're hoping that it will be sorted out sooner rather than later. And in the other game going on right now, we've got Neptunus Klaipėda going up against MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, winning that one 16-9. So it's an unfortunate, it's the biggest delay that I've seen in a Basketball Champions League game this year. And you can see the riot police have come in to try to ensure that the players aren't going to be targeted by anybody. And it looks like referees are putting their jackets on, and they're going to take a small break here as they try to resolve the issue. So they're going to go, and hopefully this won't be too much of a delay. So we have a delay as they try to get out there and sort out the crowd problem. I think they want to put up some shields there to make sure that missiles can't be thrown in the direction of the Pinar Karsiyaka bench. Meanwhile, Vladimir Stimac with 8 points, 3 rebounds. Mateusz Panitka with 7 points. Josh Owens has 6 points, 4 rebounds. Mike Green already has 3 assists, and Michael Thompson's been a live wire tonight. He's already got 3 assists as well. And there's the crowd. The Besiktas fans have come out in good numbers tonight to watch this decisive game, and they're going to try to give their team any edge they can to get into that next phase of the competition. All in a nice work here in Turkey, in Turkish basketball. Not suggesting it happens all the time, but for the Turkish derby, it's sometimes things boil over a little bit. So again, we'll look at some of the highlights here in the first half, in the first quarter. Stimac getting it going early. Remember, he had the big game in the first meeting between these two teams. He had the 20 points and the 13 rebounds. Michael Thompson was relatively quiet in the first game. Only had 4 points. Didn't have a single assist. And he turned it over a couple of times. He also fouled out, so he's off to a much better start tonight. Well, what a pity, because it was such a great start to the game with the incredible display of dunks, alley-oop passes, or putbacks rather, no alley-oop passes. Of course, it was another Turkish player last night that really set the Basketball Champions League alight, Furkan Korkmaz, who had a couple of high-flying alley-oop jams off long passes from Jordan Theodore for Banvit. And those have been making the rounds today all over the world in the social media. People watching Furkan Korkmaz, only 19 years of age, take off and have a big game for Banvit at just the right time. See the crowd here tonight. It's a big crowd in the Beşiktaş Akatlar Arena. And again, these two teams just met in the domestic league as well over the weekend, so it's a rivalry that's perhaps intensified the past several days. .150 remaining in this opening quarter. Both teams already in the bonus in the first quarter. And clearly the organizers here are not content with the security that's been set up here as the fans go back and forth singing to each other. So hopefully we'll see the referees come running out of the tunnel here sooner rather than later, and we can get this thing underway again. Well, it's the second leg of the round of 16 tie between Beşiktaş and Pinar Karsiyaka. Pinar Karsiyaka won the first leg by 5 points. So they carried a 5-point lead here into this tie. And Beşiktaş have to come back and win this thing by 6 points win this game by 6 points to get a 1-point win on aggregate if they want to move on into the quarterfinals of the competition. Pinar Karsiyaka, of course, off to a good start, and they know as well as anybody how quickly this Besiktas team can strike and come back. But the question is, how will these teams react to this delay? But it seems like eventually they're going to have to get it going again, or else it's going to be an interminable delay. Because right now it's kind of getting to the point where it's sapping. I think they want to take some of the steam out of the arena, as well as ensure that they've got the glass set up so the fans can see the game, but also so they can't throw items, throw missiles onto the court or at the bench, at the Karşıyaka bench. Well, the Besiktas players have come back out to shoot some jump shots. So they're going to try to get loose and get ready. And interestingly, you know, a lot of coaches, I remember certainly in America, Dean Smith used to get the crowd to calm down, not to wave their arms behind the basket when the other team was shooting free throws, because he felt like it was a display of bad sportsmanship. So I don't think that's the norm, the way Coach Smith used to do it. But in a case like this, you can understand why you need to keep things into perspective when you're the fans. You want to give your team a good home court advantage, but you want to do it in a way that's in a show of good sportsmanship. And that's not to suggest that Besiktas have anything to do with this. It's unfortunately one or two bad apples in the crowd that have caused the disturbance and have led to this delay. I see the Besiktas band that have come out tonight in full force with a bandana and the drums. And still no sight of Pinar Karsiyaka. They clearly don't feel like they can come back out on the court yet. So it really is unfortunate that what should be a great occasion is being held up by the disturbance. You know, the Besiktas players and the Pinar Karsiyaka players are friends. They'll shake hands before the game. They'll shake hands after the game. And obviously it's a real battle during the game, but you don't want to cross that line ever, whether you're on the court as a player or you're in the stands as a fan. So the round of 16 second leg is being delayed here between these two teams as the Besiktas organizers, the security, try to get to grips with the crowd and to ensure that Pinar Karsiyaka feel like they can come out and concentrate on the game. And clearly right now there are issues related to security and to safety. And once they get to grips with that, then I'm expecting Pinar Karsiyaka to come back out. In the meantime, Neptunus Klaipėda on top of MHP Riesen and Ludwigsburg, 21-18. Now, Neptunus trailed by 12 points coming into that second leg, so they've shaved 3 points off that deficit and made that a closer game. That's they're behind by 9 points on aggregate. Monaco will be at home against Ike. They trail that one by 1 point. Beşiktaş Tenerife will be at home against PAOK. PAOK lead that one by 3 points after the first leg. And Umana Venezia won the first game against Citygas Avellino. So they've got a 4-point lead going into that second leg tonight. Those 3 games, Neptunus Klaipėda, well, that one's underway right now, but Monaco against Ike, Beşiktaş Tenerife against PAOK, and Citygas Avellino and Umana Venezia all will be tipping off at about 7:30. Well, they'll all be tipping off in about an hour and a half, shall we say, in a couple of hours. So still no sign of Pinar Karsiyaka. And Beşiktaş, meanwhile, trying to get loose. And security personnel being moved into the stands to make sure there's not going to be any more issues related to fans becoming so unruly that they step over the line. There's Nenad Markovic, the Pinar Karsiyaka coach. He's out there. What must be going through his mind? He's coached the team all season long. They've got their most important game in the Basketball Champions League season. They've had a good start. They're winning. And now this has happened. And, you know, his players, some of them will be thinking, you know, it's hard to concentrate on the game when there's other things going on off the court. So from a mental standpoint, they're going to have to get it back together. So finally, the Pinar Karsiyaka players come back out, and they will presumably go out and warm up a little bit. It's really an unfortunate delay. I'm sorry that we've had this delay, but sometimes in sports, situations like this occur, and you just have to hope for the best and that both teams can get back to the point where they can play the game and not be worried about other things. Referees also coming back out. So it's going to be interesting to see who this affects, which team this affects more, if it affects either team more than the other. I mean, but you know, they were in a great flow in the game, and what's happened is, you know, we've had the delay, probably of about 18 minutes or so. And now, you know, you just wonder how it's going to impact the players as they try to get back in their rhythm. And the referees, they'll be conscious of the delay as well. I mean, it'll be easier for them, I think, to pick up the rhythm of the game again. But at least we see the Pinar Karsiyaka players back out on the court. And I would guess that there won't be too much time here before we start things off again. Panitka has had a great start. Once again, he had that memorable two-handed reverse jam from the baseline. He's got 7 points. Josh Owens also has had a fantastic start. 6 points and 4 rebounds for Pinar Karsiyaka. And we saw Dwan Summers come in with a putback jam for Pinar Karsiyaka. So they have had a terrific start. For Besiktas, I suppose really the most memorable of plays was Stimats driving down the lane and jamming it home. And we saw Strawberry hit a 3. Michael Thompson has played better tonight than he did in the first leg. So set up for an intriguing encounter here once we get it underway. Remember, Pinar Karsiyaka won the first leg by 5 points. So Besiktas need to win this by 6 points if they want to advance in the quarterfinals. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be ready to start it here. The referees tell the players to go to the bench. Vicente Bulto there on the left, the Spanish referee, the head referee for tonight's game. I'm sure he's seen it all before. And these players I know have probably encountered this from time to time in their careers, perhaps in Turkey, where things get out of hand in the stands. And our big hope is that everything will be under control now. We think it is. So we can just concentrate on matters here on the court. Okay, so it looks like we're ready to start things off. Or ready, rather, to resume. See Panitka talking to Stimats, sharing thoughts. Panitka and Stimats and now Strawberry. So he will be at the free throw line. And Strawberry takes and makes the free throw. So he knocks it at 20. And with that, the score goes back to the aggregate score that we had before the game of a 5-point lead for Pinar Karsiyaka. Now Panitka. Will he go to the basket? He has it within himself. Green is going to take a 3, and that was off the back of the rim, and now Summers has it. Over to Beigel, inside to Owens, and he misses. And now a foul called on Pinar Karsiyaka, so that will send Stimats to the free throw line. So second foul on Panitka. So Panitka's going to take a seat, and Jacobin Brown is going to come back into the game. You never know. I mean, Jacobin Brown hasn't been able to get it going in this tie, but maybe the extended delay will actually do wonders for him. Stimats makes both free throws, so that was a costly foul. Not only was it the second foul for Panitka, but it allowed Besiktas to go down, make a couple of free throws, and take the lead in the game and to pull to within 3 points on aggregate. Now Owens, he's going to go right at Stimats. He puts it up and misses. He's going to go up again. He's going to score. So we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Finally. We've had the long delay. Now Michael Roll spins, puts up a little jump shot, and the scrap for the ball ends up into the hands of Jacob and Brown. Jacob and Brown right at the line, puts it up, and you never know, folks. Maybe that's just what he needed. The lengthy delay. Now Pinar Karsiyaka will not want to foul here, because if they do, they'll put Besiktas on the line. So Strawberry takes it down to 10 seconds. Now it's under. He's going to get the pick. He's going to pull up for the jumper. He's going to miss it. Owens gets it in bounds, and that's how the first quarter ends. So it's 24-22, Pinar Karsiyaka on top at the end of the first quarter. (24-22), Pinar Karsiyaka on top of Besiktas here. So they've got a 7-point lead on aggregate in the tie. Well, Pinar Karsiyaka 8 of 12 inside the arc. Besiktas just 2 of 10. But the home team has hit 3 3-pointers, and they've also been able to go to the line and make 9 of 12. From a rebounding standpoint, Karşıyaka aren't giving anything away. And right now, they have the edge in that. It's 10-8. Well, you have to really salute Josh Owens for the approach that he has taken tonight. That was Stimats at the beginning, and getting it going. But Owens really made his presence felt with that dunk right there. Came back and had another one as well. Michael Thompson getting that 3-pointer. One of the 3 3-pointers for Besiktas here in the first half, in the first quarter. And now we're about ready to start things off in the second. Sipahi stays in the game, guarding Mike Green. So the ball inbounded over the head of Sipahi into the hands of Green. So we're running behind, folks, because of the long delay at the end of the first quarter as they tried to resolve the crowd issue. Dwan Summers, he misses, and a foul called on Mohamed Baigul coming in from behind with a push. So that'll be his second foul, and it'll be Besiktas ball. Stimats has it down low, hands it off, and Roll goes up and draws the foul. That's the third foul called on Baigul. So as Baigul goes out of the game, coming into the game, in his place is number 25, Gulaslat. Six-point lead on aggregate right now. Good free throw shooter. Roll obviously has a big reputation as a scorer. He's played in Belgium, he's played in Spain, he's played in Turkey. Plays for Tunisia's national team as well. They've naturalized him, and now the good defense from Weems triggers the break, and there is DJ Strawberry And that is going to bring a timeout out of Nenan Markovic. So Strawberry having words with the referee. Don't know why. Everything looked good there. So the break triggered, and Strawberry goes up and puts it up and in. Let's go down to the bench and listen to the coaches. Pastimat has for 10 points. Strawberry with 8 now. They lead the way for Besiktas. DJ Strawberry, remember him played for the Maryland Terps. Maryland Terrapins, college basketball. There's Markovic calling the plays. And another delay here as we get ready to go. Okay, now we're ready to go finally after the timeout. Mike Green brings it up. Jacob and Brown over to Summers. Bounce pass, Strawberry, and good. They don't quite get it. Besiktas end up with the ball. Now they push it up the floor quickly. Roll has it. Sipahi left open. He's going to take it. And Jacob and Brown now, and then quickly. And Gulislan draws the foul, so he will go to the line. Oh, coming off the bench. Gets an opportunity. And he was able to get it up there close to the rim. And you can see what those Pinar Karsiyaka fans are looking at. And Nenan Markovic clearly unhappy with something. I don't know if they were saying Dewan Summers was moving, but what an opportunity for Gulislan coming off the bench. He makes the first, and he looks confident, doesn't he? Right at the free throw line. And, well, he wasn't that confident because he missed the second. And now Gulislan called for the foul on Michael Roll. I think the referees might be deciding to ref this tightly here to try to perhaps keep a grip on the emotions, keep control of the game. Sipahi over to Roll. I think Roll likes this matchup. Over to Weems, that's good, 3-pointer. And now Besiktas have pulled to within just 1 point on aggregate. Again, some token full court pressure. Green has it up high, gets into the lane, puts it up, Stimats. Now quickly over to Weems, bounce pass, and Sipahi takes it out. Strawberry over to Weems, is he gonna make another one? Yes, he is! Back-to-back threes for Weems. And another timeout called by Markovic. Well, just like that, Besiktas have taken control. And look at Weems, the hero of the game at Dinamo Sassari, reminding us of that terrific three-point shot that he's got. Back-to-back threes from him. Haven't seen Brett Pentway yet. See the threes there for Besiktas, 5 of 7. That's the difference in the game right now. And Besiktas sharing the ball well now. They've got 11 assists. Since the delay, they seem to have been the team that has come out and it's benefited them more so than the opponent. So 7-point lead in the game and a 2-point lead on aggregate for Besiktas right now. Of course, there's a lot of basketball to be played tonight. Now they're facing a trap, almost get the turnover, but Summers has it. And the Besiktas defense being very disruptive at the moment. Now a foul called down low. So that'll be the second team foul on Besiktas here in the second quarter. And now Sipahi dives in there, tries to get the steal. And Besiktas get another foul. So it's probably going to be the longest first half in the history of the Basketball Champions League tonight. It's already taken 58 minutes when you include the delay that we had. Summers goes up and scores, puts it up off the glass, so he ties it on aggregate. Roll, the jump shot, good. Michael Roll. Mike Green hands it off to Summers. Panitka. Owens drives in. Stimac with the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Roll. And then Green sneaks in there, takes it away, and he is fouled by Roll as he gets over. Roll not wanting the fast break to happen. 6.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And another foul called on Sipahi, so that'll be free throws. And you almost wonder now if the defense, I don't want to say it's too intense, but the defense, this Besiktas team has made a mistake by putting the opponents in the bonus so early, 6.5 minutes, because every foul will now be punished with free throws for Pinar Karsiyaka. Green rattles in the second, and he ties it up on aggregate. So yet another timeout. So Ufuk Sarıca is going to have to talk about defensively what they want to do, since they've already picked up 5 team fouls here in the second quarter. And the other game being played tonight now, MHP Riesa and Ludwigsburg is on top of Neptūnas Klaipėda in Lithuania, 25-23 at halftime. Owens, 8 points, is now leading the scoring for Karşıyaka. And he also has those 6 rebounds. He could have a double-double by halftime. where Michael Roll hit that jump shot earlier on. 34-29. Karşıyaka winning the first game by 5 points. So it really has set up an interesting second leg here. We are all tied on aggregate. If this was the score at the end of the game in terms of being tied, of course we'd have to have overtime. If it was tied on aggregate, we'd have to have the overtime. Weems over to Sipahi. 3 on the shot clock. Sipahi inside, Roll, puts it up. And did he get it in time? And the ball goes back over to Beşiktaş, a new 14. Now Roll over to Clark for 3. Good! Well, the hustle on the offensive glass got him another chance, and they took advantage. Green back to Jacob and Brown. He's going to have to hit that shot tonight. Owens kept it alive. Excuse me, Petway kept it alive. But the ball goes over to Beşiktaş. Sipahi inside to Clark, and now he draws the foul. So he will go to the line. Hard to believe we're still in the first half, folks. We tipped it off more than an hour ago, and we still got 5.5 minutes remaining, but we had about a 20-minute delay as the security personnel had to get control of the situation. Some things being thrown onto the court, apparently at the Pinar Karsiyaka players. So that led to the delay. So right now it's Beşiktaş on top, both in the game and on aggregate. Jacob and Brown dribbling up high. Summers gets inside, puts it up, misses. Roll with the rebound, over to Sipahi. Any more fouls by Karşıyaka will put Beşiktaş on the line. And Earl Clark, and they take it away. Summers has it, and Summers goes up, but it gets rejected. Strawberry is on the SWAT team tonight. Great hustle from DJ Strawberry. It looked like Summers was going in for a layup, and I wonder if Markovic was questioning whether or not that ball had already hit the backboard before Strawberry got it. But it doesn't matter. The call has been made. Vesiloglu has come into the game. That's 2 blocks for Beşiktaş, by the way. Vesiloglu played very well in the first leg. Weems, a jump shot, good! Boy, he has come to play tonight. He's hit both of his threes, and now he's hit that jump shot. And the lead now 6 points on aggregate. Bounce pass to Petway, and a foul called. Petway saying there should be goal interference. He's saying Strawberry interfered with it. But I think he's only going to get 2 free throws. And they do give him, no, they do give him. They did give him the basket, so it's 40-31, and he did not convert the 3-point play. However, Pinar Karsiyaka have it back, Now Panitka, his attempt rattles out, but the ball goes outside to Jacob Brown. And he puts it off the glass. Owens misses, follows it, puts it up and in. Strawberry has it out on the wing, gives it over to Roll. Roll, back to Clark, over to Strawberry for three. And it's gonna be Petway who comes in for the rebound, hands it off to Mike Green as he crosses midcourt. Now Green back to Jacob Brown, puts up a little runner, misses. Owens crashing the boards. Roll hits it over to Strawberry, hands it off to Clark, and he goes up and draws the foul from Petway. So we're just coming up close to the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter, and Clark makes the first one. Every point vital in this game for Besiktas, because they know they started this game trailing by 5 after the first leg. Clark now with 8 points. Makes just 1 of 2, and Owens goes up, brings it down. With Owens with 8 rebounds now. Just a couple of rebounds shy of a double-double tonight. He's already got his 10 points. Owens gonna go to work, and ball's gonna go out of bounds. Now there's 3 seconds on the shot clock, so it'll stay with Pinar Karsiyaka. Look at this. Oh, may have got a break there. Will they get something down low? It's going to be Petway on the baseline, and Weems with a rebound. Now Roll, just inside, back outside to Thompson. Puts up a little runner, and it's good. Michael Thompson, fresh off the bench. Thompson splits the D, but they called a foul. So free throws now for Green. First one is good. I think anytime they foul Mike Green, they're doing Pinar Karsiyaka a favor. Good free throw shooter. And the second one is good as well. Two minutes to go in the second quarter. Roll takes the pick. He gets it to Stimats. Stimats is going to go to work. Turns, misses, and Veseloglu kept it alive and draws the foul on Green. 2 shots for Veseloglu. And they're saying that he was guilty of the push, pushing Veseloglu away, so Veseloglu at the line. First one is good. And the second one is good as well. Brown dances up top. And now he draws a foul. Well, the referees calling this tightly. A lot of stoppages in play. And Jacob Brown will go to the line. Looked like Stimats was kind of barreling into him as he got close to the basket. And again, perhaps doing Pinar Karsiyaka a favor by putting them on the line. Second one is good. Roll quickly inside to Stimats, out to Thompson. Puts it up and misses. Now Owens with the rebound over to Jacob Brown. Cross court over to Panitka. Remember, it's only a 3-point lead on aggregate for Besiktas, so that score not quite as imposing as it seems. Jacob Brown misses another one. Now Roll has it. And the jump shot no good. Stimats kept it alive, but a foul called on Owens. And now I think they've called a technical foul for complaining as well. So that's only going to make matters worse for Pinar Karsiyaka. He quite clearly pushed off on Stimats. And that means it's going to be Besiktas ball as well. So they're going to get the technical free throw. They're going to get the 2 free throws. And then they're going to get possession. And it really is a case where if you're a player in this game, you have got to keep check of your emotions. And I think a technical has now been called on Nenad Markovic. So Pinar Karsiyaka in danger of falling apart here. So he makes the 2 free throws. So Owens had the technical foul called on him. So this will be the first technical foul, the first free throw. And what is turning out to be the longest first half in the history of the Basketball Champions League continues to take time. Roll at the line. Makes the first free throw. And he takes the second. So now we have a timeout called by Besiktas. He wants to set the stage here for the end of the first half. Well, these are the field goal numbers, field goal shooting percentages. 12 of 28 for Besiktas. Pinar Karsiyaka shooting 36%. The stakes are high in this game. Obviously, the winner moves on to the quarterfinals. We got the 3 turnovers for Pinar Karsiyaka, the 2 for Besiktas. I mean, you have to feel for Pinar Karsiyaka because they had the start that they really desired tonight. They came out, and then the unfortunate scenes late in the first quarter with about 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. They had to leave the court as they got control of the situation here in the Besiktas Katla Arena. And when they've returned, clearly Besiktas have been the better team and have been able to move out in front. So Weems is going to get to Stimats. 8 on the shot clock. Stimats goes up, misses. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Pinar Karsiyaka ball. The question is, will they try to hold on to it for one shot? I'm guessing they will with 24 seconds. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Besiktas really turn up the defensive pressure. Benitka has it, guarded by Vesiloglu, and then he turns it over into the hands of Thompson. He drives in, puts it up, and scores with the layup. The last play of the first half. That will not count if it goes. And Besiktas have taken control here of the tie in the second quarter. Again, Thompson playing very well tonight. Şentürk got a hand in the face, but Thompson was able to make it. So we're at halftime, and Besiktas Sompo Japan on top 51-37. Well, Besiktas, those 6 3-pointers, that tells you all you need to know. They have been on fire from long range. Kyle Weems coming in and hitting a couple of big back-to-backers. And also, they started to take control of the boards there in the second quarter because they were trailing in that department back in the first quarter. Karşıyaka picked up 17 fouls, 13 for Besiktas. Wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of fouls in the second half as well. So we're at halftime, and it's Besiktas on top 51-37. 51-37, Beşiktaş on top of Pinar Karsiyaka. They started this game trailing by 5 points on aggregate, and here they are leading it now by 14 in this game, so they are up by 9 points on aggregate. The question is, will Pinar Karsiyaka come out strong? They sort of unraveled there in the second quarter. Is a couple of technical fouls picked up. Josh Owens, he picked one up after complaining about a push. It was a clear push, and also Nenad Markovic then was slapped with a technical. So it really is a case of trying to regroup for Pinar Karsiyaka to stay alive in the Basketball Champions League. And for Besiktas, well, it was a difficult start. They were trailing for a while. And I think really, you hate to say it, but the turning point came late in the first quarter when the crowd disturbance led to about the 20-minute delay. And clearly, Besiktas came out the stronger team after that moment. So hopefully we'll have a trouble-free game here in the second half, and we'll just kind of cruise on in and have a good game. It's been an exciting Basketball Champions League season for both of these teams. Besiktas going straight through to the round of 16. They won 12 of their 14 regular season games, but they lost at Pinar Karsiyaka last week by 5 points. Of course, Pinar Karsiyaka had to win a playoff qualifier against Fraport Skyliners. They lost the first leg by 10 points, but then they won the second one by 20, so they won that one by 10 points on aggregate. Here in this Turkish derby, though, it is tense, a lot of fouls, a lot of starting and stopping, and of course the unfortunate delay. That's why the game tipped off an hour and a half ago, and we've still got the second half to play, but hopefully it'll be a good one. Certainly think it will be. Well, the Besiktas fans are in a good mood. Their team is leading here by 14 points, the second leg. And also, it appears has a technical been called? Yes, it has. So it looks like a technical foul may have been called at the end of the first half against Pinar Karsiyaka. So Roll comes out and makes the free throw. So it's just going from bad to worse. Now, the second technical foul called on Pinar Karsiyaka at the with about 45 seconds left was in fact not on Markovic. It's been called a bench technical. Certainly looked like it was on him, but in any event, the technical free throw, yeah, they've said it was a bench technical here at the start of the second half, and add to that another basket, and it's 125 to 112 now on aggregate. Beşiktaş in command. Panitka takes a three and hits it. So he's got 10 points. Michael Roll had hit a three-pointer. So he started off with 4 points here at the start of the second half. So it really is a case of Beşiktaş right now really in command of this tie. Stimac gets it over to Weems. Wide open Strawberry, and he knocks it in. So the three-pointers continue to fall in for Beşiktaş. They've had a good shooting night without question from the arc. They are now 9 of 13. Green puts up a three. He hits it. Now Pinar Karsiyaka not going to go anywhere, folks. They're going to dig in and make a game of it. Strawberry over to Michael Thompson. Roll inside to Stimats. Hands it off to Weems. He goes up, misses the shot. Stimats there for the follow, and he is fouled. So Dwan Summers picks up the personal, the first on Karsiyaka. And Stimats misses the first. He's played well, but he has missed a few free throws tonight. Makes the second. Taking a lot of free throws, in fact. Scored most of his points at the free throw line tonight. Jacob and Brown gets it over to Panitka, this time from the right, and he hits a three-pointer. So, Pinar Karsiyaka all of a sudden showing signs of getting hot from the arc. And that is something that will give them a chance. Look at that, they're only down by 8 points now on aggregate. Down low, Strawberry. Post up, Jacob and Brown puts it up, follows up his shot, and now a foul called on Owens. So 2 free throws coming for Strawberry. Strawberry misses the first. Well, the free throw line not good right now for Besiktas. 21 of 28. And again, another miss, but then Stimats comes in, takes it away, and draws a foul, so he will go to the line. That's the 3rd foul on Karşıyaka. No question. So Stimats, again, will try to have some success at the line. He's 9 of 12, so actually hasn't done too badly tonight, 75%, but he's missed that one. Makes 1 of 2, takes the aggregate lead back up to 9. Green over to Brown. Summers for 3. And Petway with the offensive rebound and put back. Weems hands it off to Roll. Besiktas trying to make that Pinar Karsiyaka defense work. A little step back from Weems. Boy, he has brought his shooting shoes tonight. 10 points. Summers, bounce pass to Petway. Out to Jacob and Brown for 3. Summers with the offensive rebound. And more free throws. So good crashing the offensive boards. Not sure if they called that on Stimats or Roll. I think it's on Roll. Oh, Besiktas not out of the woods yet. So 3 fouls now on Michael Roll. That is not a player that they want off the court because he's versatile. He can bring the ball up the floor. He's a good passer. He's good at controlling the tempo as well. And the free throw good from Summers, so 62 to 50. Pinar Karsiyaka just trying to stay within striking distance. Maybe get a little run. Thompson. Been a different player tonight. He's been very good. Stimac now he goes to work against Petway. And misses. Follows it up. And Mike Green has it. And boy, what a shot that was. He was looking for the contact, trying to get a trying to get to the line at least, and he ended up making the shot. So he continues to shoot it well against Besiktas. And now it's back to a 5-point deficit on aggregate. Weems over to roll, pump fake. Strawberry open for three. And Jacob and Brown has it. They get into Petway, and he goes up for the dunk. And Zarica has to call timeout. And suddenly there's life for Pinar Karsiyaka. What a pass from Jacob and Brown. Beautiful play. And Petway needs no invitation. If he has a chance to throw one down, he's going to do it. And he does it with a little bit of authority there. So Stimac has 14 points right now to lead all scorers, but Green, you saw that last basket gave him 13, and he's been really successful in the last couple of games shooting the ball. So he's been sort of relatively quiet, Green. But, you know, in a close game, he's the type of player that can hit some big shots. So you want to keep an eye on that. Panitka started the second half well with a couple of threes. And really when it seemed like Pinar Karsiyaka had kind of unraveled, they've made a little run here. And they have gotten themselves right back in it. And Besiktas had no option but to call a timeout. They've lost their rhythm a little bit. And Thompson goes up. What a shot that was. Now Green. Passes back outside to Brown. Jacob and Brown. Passes to the corner. Summers. He's open. That's good. Another three-pointer. Here comes Karşıyaka. Trailing now by just 2 points on aggregate. Roll met up high. He's going to put up a three. Front and back of the rim stays out. And Pinar Karsiyaka now can tie it, or they can take the lead. Jacob and Brown pulls up on the break. And off the front of the rim. Now roll. Gets it to Stimac. Pump fake. Goes up and scores. So that stops the rot for Besiktas. And now a turnover and a foul. 2 shots coming. That happened so fast. Watch this. Oh boy, what was Summers? A lazy inbounds pass. And that is a almost unforgivable turnover in this situation. He knows he made a mistake. Don't be surprised if he comes out and makes amends. You can't be careless with your inbound passes. Michael Thompson's just snuck right in there, took the ball away, and has gotten 2 more points for Besiktas. So costly turnover for Dewan Summers. Great play by Thompson. Boy, Thompson has got 12 points now, 4 assists. And now Thompson called for the foul, and Petway will go to the free throw line. That's a dangerous play right there when the player leaves his feet and you slide in under him. I don't think there was any intent there from Thompson to make a dangerous play. But when a player is off his feet like that and you come underneath him, it can be a dangerous play. Summers for three, good! And he hits the three-pointer. I just told you he was going to come up and make a big play. He has. No, in fact, the three-pointer was good, but the foul wasn't on the three. It was an off-the-ball three. So, excuse me, an off-the-ball foul. So it looks like Karşıyaka will maintain possession. They get the three-pointer. And Roll, crucially, has picked up his fourth foul. Well, he got tangled up in there, and the foul was called. So now Karşıyaka with a real opportunity. But they turn it over, and now Panitka has been called for a foul on Strawberry. And you can see why Panitka's upset. It looked like he, to be honest, didn't look like he made any contact. It looked like Strawberry just kind of lost his footing. So Strawberry makes the first free throw. And the second. And takes the aggregate lead back to 5. Now Green. Looks for an opening. Gets inside, another foul called. And was he in the shooting motion? I think they say that he was. He'd already made his move. So Clark now has 4 fouls, and really this is a, I'm surprised they're giving the shots on that, but this is becoming an issue now for Besiktas. Roll has 4 fouls, Earl Clark has 4 fouls, and Green is at the line where he likes to be, and the Karşıyaka fans here suddenly have hope without question. It wasn't looking good, and now it's looking a lot more promising. And that was good as well. So coming up on the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Over to Thompson. Vesiloglu goes baseline and scores. Wow, what a move that was from Vesiloglu. To a 5-point lead on aggregate. The winner advances to the quarterfinals. Karşıyaka won the first leg by 5. Jacob and Brown has the shot blocked, but then he gets it back and he puts it up and he misses. The fight for the rebound ends up in the hands of Strawberry, and he decides to pull it back out. Weems open for 3 and shows he's human because he had been making everything tonight before that. So the ball goes out to Mike Green. 3 minutes to go now in the third quarter. And the foul called on Summers. Moving screen, now that's his 4th foul. So Pinar Karsiyaka also have, well, they got a little bit tangled up there, but so both teams are going to be tested from a depth standpoint, it appears. And Summers says he stuck his arm in there and drew the foul. But they did not get free throws out of that. And they will bring it up. Michael Thompson calls the play. Weigel back in the game. Thompson. They swing it to Strawberry. Strawberry, entry pass. Earl Clark does not, they do not get it off in time, so they turn it over with 2.5 minutes to go here in the quarter. Karşıyaka with those 7 turnovers tonight. Just 3 for Beşiktaş, so that was a rare turnover. Green thought about taking the jumper, passes it back outside to Baygul. Now Green has it, pump fake. Clark doesn't want to reach too much. He might pick up a foul. 2 on the shot clock. Jacob and Brown puts it up. Tough shot. They crash. They get it back. Green over to Baygul. And Strawberry got a hand on it. Now Jacob and Brown has it. Drives in and puts it up and in off the glass. So they stuck with it. And that's what offensive rebounds will do for you. They'll give you another chance. Entry pass to Strawberry. He goes to work on Baygul. He misses, and then Panitka flies in, and a foul called on Strawberry. Just couldn't resist. Picks up the foul, puts Panitka on the line. That is not a good play by Strawberry. Not at all. Watch this. Clear foul, raked him right across the right biceps. So Panitka at the line. He's had a good game tonight. He started very fast. Misses the first free throw. He's 4 of 7 from the floor. He's 3 of 3 from three-point range. But now he's missed his first free throw of the night. He's 2 of 3 at the line. And the Poland international makes the second one. And that gets it back to a 2-point game on aggregate. Now Stemats kind of fumbles it away. And jump ball possession arrow is going to favor Beşiktaş. And with just 3 seconds on the clock, they're going to have to get a shot up pretty quickly here if they can inbound the ball. What you don't want to do if you're Pinar Karsiyaka in this situation is commit a foul. They're trying to dump it down low, and they turn it over. Now quickly starts a break for Jacob and Brown. He gets it over to Baygul. He passes it up, takes it back outside the final minute of the third quarter. And Baygul puts it up and in. What a drive that was, and he has tied the game on aggregate. What a move. But you just never know who the X factor is going to be. It might just be Baygul for the night, certainly on that play. Shinturk also in the game, number 34. He's capable of making big plays for Pinar Karsiyaka. Sipahi for 3. Petway got the rebound, and now Pinar Karsiyaka presumably will hold it for the last shot, unless Beşiktaş can get a turnover. If they score, they will take the lead on aggregate. Jacob and Brown puts it up and scores! And it's Pinar Karsiyaka who have moved back in front of this crazy, crazy tie. He got the mismatch, guarded by Stemats, out on the perimeter. And then Strawberry dropped over to help out, but somehow Jacob and Brown was able to just put it up with his left hand. And folks, that's why you practice when you're growing up with both hands. You got to be good with your right and your left. (72-69), Beşiktaş on top in this game, but now they trail by a couple of points in the tie, and you can see the look of hope over on the bench now. And that three-point shooting a little more even now. You can see 6 threes now for Karşıyaka. They're out rebounding Beşiktaş. And boy, they had the wind in their sails, Besiktas. But don't forget, they've got some foul trouble. They've got Michael Roll with 4 fouls. 4 of their 18 fouls. Earl Clark has 4 fouls. So that's 2 of their big guns. Looks like Neptunus Klaipeda are going to win the game against MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, but they are not going to advance on aggregate after losing the first leg by 12 points. Although, with 4 seconds left, you never know what might happen. So Pinar Karsiyaka start things off here in the 4th quarter. They lead it. Or they trail 72-69. Now the alley-oop and the jam! Lob City comes to Istanbul. And Owens, perhaps like about as good as anybody in the whole Basketball Champions League, got the alley-oop jam. And now a foul down low. Jacob and Brown, look at this. Boy, that is a thing of beauty if you're a Karşıyaka fan. And now another foul. A travel called by Vicente Bulto on DJ Strawberry. So Şentürk gets it over. Now it's Baygul. And a foul called on Strawberry out on the perimeter. And Beşiktaş looking pretty shaky at the moment. (72-71). It's Pinar Karsiyaka. They trailed by, I think it was 18 points in this game. And right now, they are leading on aggregate by 4 points. Owens got inside, they get it back, Panitka goes up, and another foul called on Beşiktaş. I would not be surprised if there are a lot of fouls, everything contested. You can see Stimac just went up and really raked. They weren't going to give anything away easy down low that time. So Panitka back at the free throw line, and now Stimac has to go out. Looks like he's taking a knock. Yeah, the biggest lead was 55-39 for Beşiktaş. And right now, the game is tied. And Karşıyaka now have moved in front on aggregate. Look at that, the Karşıyaka fans have moved in front in the game, and they're on top by 6 points on aggregate. So a lot of basketball still to be played here, but what a thrilling conclusion to this tie. You better believe it's going to be exciting. Kyle Weems over to Strawberry. Michael Roll puts up a three, misses, and Panitka with the rebound. Michael passes over to Jacob and Brown. Weigel puts up a three, misses badly. And Strawberry got the rebound. And then the reach for some reason and the foul by Şentürk. I'm not sure that's a great play by Şentürk. Roll has it. Strawberry. Earl Clark gets inside and scores. Well, they got to play Clark, even though he's got the foul trouble. Now Jacob and Brown inside. They hand it off to Şentürk. He misses, and now Roll has it. And a little more hope for Beşiktaş. Well, this game has had everything, hasn't it? It's had crowd trouble. And Earl Clark goes in and misses. It's had a big lead for Beşiktaş. And now it's had a lot of slams from Owens. And now Earl Clark, I think, has just picked up his 5th foul. That is a bad way to go out of the game for Earl Clark. 5 fouls. Leading scorer of the team reached in. And sometimes your instincts just take over. And they have just lost their best, perhaps one of their best offensive players. And with that, Steamats has to come back into the game. Wonder how long we're going to see Michael Thompson on the bench, because he's played very well tonight. 7:16 remaining. Panitka. First one is good. And Panitka makes the second. So 75-74, Pinar Karsiyaka leading in the game, and now on top by 6 points overall over the tie. Weems. Edge, Shafak Edge in the game and turns it over. Mike Green snuck in there and took the ball away. Thought about making the pass up the floor. Pulls it out. He says, guys, we're in no rush. Let's open the floor up. I want to go to work. He passes back outside to Panitka. Now Steamats tries to guard Owens. Owens goes up with the left, and a good strong rebound from Strawberry. I think they'd like desperately for Weems to get some looks, some open looks. But he's being blanketed, so Strawberry's going to put one up now. Steamats with the rebound. Weems has it. Now Roll, don't be surprised if he puts one up, but he gets it to Steamats again. He goes right at Roll, or excuse me, he goes right at Owens, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Pinar Karsiyaka. Michael Thompson back into the game, so he's going to inbound it. New 14 seconds on the shot clock. Roll, drives in, puts it up off the glass, misses. They keep it alive. Somehow Steamats stays with it. And now a jump ball, and Markovic says, why are you calling the jump? He's hoping it's going to be a jump. That's going to be possession for Beşiktaş. A new 14 seconds on the shot clock. .554 remaining. Roll, he has the 4 fouls. He's got to be careful. Weems puts up a 3. And Summers, who has 4 fouls, goes up and gets the rebound. drive from Green. He misses. Owens out to Jacob and Brown. Good! Hits the three. And now look at that. 153 to 144 on aggregate. And Pinar Karsiyaka, well, you just never know what's going to happen in the game of basketball, do you, folks? It's a game that you just sometimes can't figure out. See the looks of exultation on the faces of Markovic. He knows the momentum right now is with his team, and Beşiktaş are really questioning themselves. It's hard to believe that Beşiktaş, having won so many games during the regular season, 12-2 in the regular season. Look at that. Clark has already fouled out. They've got the foul trouble with Roll and Sipahi. Clark can't help him. He has to sit there and watch. They lost the first leg last week. It makes you wonder sometimes, is it better to just get into the playoffs and to have to play the playoff qualifier and keep playing, which is what Pinar Karsiyaka had to do. They had to play Fraport Skyliners. Maybe having that extra series has helped them. And perhaps being able to play at home in the first leg has helped them as well. Because they've come out and they've looked the part tonight. There were moments at the end of the second quarter and in the third quarter when Beşiktaş just kind of stretched the lead, where it looked like it didn't look good for Pinar Karsiyaka, but they just started hitting some shots. They stuck with it. Beşiktaş started missing some free throws, started making some mistakes, and lo and behold, here we are. The game has been turned upside down. Thompson, a little runner. Boy, he's effective with that shot, isn't he? Now coming up on the midpoint of the fourth quarter. Weigl over to Summers. And Strawberry, that was a quick shot taken by Pinar Karsiyaka that time. Weems gives it to Thompson. Karşıyaka have fouls that they can give, and they don't need to commit a foul. They'll take the ball away, get the possession back. They should be really in no rush. They should take time off the clock. Make the clock be the enemy of Beşiktaş. Green tries to hand it off. It goes out of bounds. There'll be 10 seconds on the shot clock for Karşıyaka. So another timeout called. Beşiktaş basketball Champions League season kind of hangs in the balance right now. Can they come back? Well, of course they can, but will they? Karşıyaka call the timeout. They want to set the stage. Let's try to hear Coach Markovic. Look at that, the three-point shooting. It was such a big advantage for Beşiktaş, but now Pinar Karsiyaka 7 of 18. And from a field goal shooting percentage-wise overall, Pinar Karsiyaka now at 42%. Well, it's been a scrappy game. Had to be the longest first half. I think the longest first half I've ever seen, although you did have the big delay because of the crowd disturbance. Mike Green's had a big game tonight. Look at that, 15 points. He's hit 1 of 2 from 3, 3 of 5 inside the arc, and a perfect 6 of 6 at the free throw line. They inbound it to Green. He's going to have to launch it. And he puts up a little runner, and he makes it. And takes it. Back up to a 155-146 lead on aggregate. Now Roll outside. Roll has it again. He's going to go at Brown. And he puts it up off the glass and in. Well, we're under 4 minutes to go now. And I'm not sure that fouling this Pinar Karsiyaka team is a good thing to do. And Beigel fouled beforehand. That is team foul, number 4. And it's Strawberry's 4th foul. Beigel putting the ball on the deck and putting the pressure on the D. And that was the last possession where Green got inside and scored. Now Jacob Brown and throws it away. So 3.5 minutes remaining. And Beşiktaş in dire need of some points. And Karşıyaka, they're in a pretty good situation right now. They've got fouls that they can commit. Obviously, they don't want to foul in the act of shooting. There's Roll. Strawberry back to Roll. Inside to Beşiktaş. 3:20 remaining. Owens pushes Steamats away. And now Owens has been lost with his 5th foul, so he's out of the game. Petway comes back in, though. He's been kind of like the energizer man. And that's where if you're Owens, you've really kind of got to know the situation. Even so, it doesn't put Beşiktaş on the free throw line, but it gets you out of the game, and you want to stay in the game. Jacob Brown guarding Roll. Roll puts up a difficult shot. Pinar flies in for the rebound. And now we've got 3 minutes to go. What will Beşiktaş do? Green right at the line, banks it in. Boy, that was a big shot. Probably if they win this tie, either he or Pinar would be the player of the tie. Both have been outstanding, really. Weems steps back, Roll. Strawberry for 3, it's good. He hits the 3. The clock keeps ticking. Earl Clark has to sit and watch. 6-point lead on aggregate. Green. And foul has been called. So free throws for Pinar Karsiyaka. 4th foul on Michael Thompson. Well, you have to say Beşiktaş were right where they wanted to be. They had the big lead in this game, the double-digit lead. And they haven't been able to put them away. Markovic knows that this thing isn't over. And every free throw counts. So he makes 1 of 2. And that's big, because that makes it a 3-possession game. 7 points. Strawberry. Will he launch one? No, it goes to Steamats. And another foul called. They still had fouls to give, so actually not a bad foul in the grand scheme of things for Karşıyaka. Reset to a 14 on the shot clock. Steamats gets inside, puts it up, misses, keeps it alive. Roll with the rebound, out to Strawberry for 3. And his attempt no good. They crash the boards, and it goes over to Pinar Karsiyaka with 1:47 remaining. So the clock is the enemy here. And Pinar Karsiyaka more than happy to take time off the clock. Petway sets the pick. Green puts up the jumper. It's good. He's got the extra bounce in his step, and he's given his team a 10-point lead on aggregate, or a 9-point lead, excuse me. That was a 2. And now Weems turns it over. And Green has it, and that is not a player that Besiktas want to foul. Coming up on the 1 minute mark in the game. What can Besiktas do? They need to pray for a miracle is what they need. Green puts it up. Stimats has it. Thompson pushes it quickly. We're inside a minute. Thompson puts up a three. He misses. And the clock is ticking. And Besiktas, the players looking as if they know that time is almost up on their Basketball Champions League season. Panitka has it in the corner. Summers. He loses it. Panitka puts it up right at the buzzer. And the dunk. And it is going to be a glorious win here for Pinar Karsiyaka at Besiktas. And Michael Roll goes up and lays it in. Panitka spins. So the last 20 seconds or so, clicking off the clock here. Summers puts it up. And a foul has been called. So Summers will go to the line. He makes the first one. So Pinar Karsiyaka, who won the first leg by 5 points, are going to come away what appears to be a victory here on the road at Besiktas. The block shot, that should be it. And Summers is going to go up and dunk it with authority. 2.6 seconds remaining, and that is that. So Pinar Karsiyaka have won this one 90-83. In adverse circumstances, they have gone on the road and they have won an important game. Now the referees are going to have to get off the court quickly as this contest ends. Here's another look at the end of the contest. And Summers getting the dunk. And the dunk again. Another look. So an emphatic conclusion for Pinar Karsiyaka. A great moment for them in their season to win in these circumstances. They have done it 90-83. Well, you can see Karşıyaka winning it 90-83. They got hot from the arc in the second half, 7 of 19, 9 of 20 for Beşiktaş, but it wasn't enough. And the 40-38 rebounding advantage in favor of Karşıyaka. The foul trouble really came home to roost against Beşiktaş, but you just have to really tip your hat to Pinar Karsiyaka, who held it together. Stimats, 16 points, 12 rebounds in defeat. Green was just sensational. I think he was probably the player of the tie, just beating Panitka. Panitka was another terrific all-around game for the Poland international. And there you have it. Green, Panitka, and Summers leading the way for Karşıyaka. So 90-83 as you leave you with some of these highlights to finish here in the second half. Disappointment for Beşiktaş, but Pinar Karsiyaka have won it. And they will move on to the quarterfinals. What a comeback from the team from Izmir. Thanks for watching, everybody.